Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we're going to be making this Mother's Day card using the Everything is Rosy Product Melody Suite. So it's kind of a fun fold, I guess. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you're going to need is a piece of Night of Navy, and this is 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. And then I'm going to take that 5 1/2 score line and I'm going to move it down to 2 3/4. And then I'm just going to cut this off. So we're going to cut that off. We'll save that for something else. All right, and then we will fold this in half. Get a good crease with our bone folder. And this is going to be the base to our card. All right, so I also need a piece of Mambo Melody. No. Lord have mercy, Melon Mambo. That is 3 by 4. I need another piece of Whisper White that is 3 by 4. And then I need a piece of the Everything is Rosy Product Melody Suite, and I am using this piece right here. All right, and then this is 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. Let me just make sure. Yes, 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. Okay. So there's not a lot of stamping on here because I am using some of the cutouts from the product suite. I'm using some of the rose gold foil sheet to do some die cutting. So just a little bit right here and then some on the inside. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of Melon Mambo, I'm going to take my piece of Designer Series paper, and I'm going to glue those together. Looks like I need some more glue. And then it's going to go right in the middle and leaving a border on all 4 sides. All right, just like that. All right, let's go ahead and get our stamping done, and then we're just going to basically put our card together here. All right, so I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus, and what I have done is I have used one of the sheets of die cutouts that are in rose gold. They're embossed with the rose gold. So I've used this long one right here, and I am using the stamp set that is called Strong and Beautiful, and I'm using this Happy Mother's Day right here. This is a carryover into the new catalog. And what I have done, since I had already stamped one and I wanted to make sure that I got my piece in the exact place, is I put this on here, and then I just took I took a pencil and I just made a little outline on the back of on the paper, on my grid paper, so that I knew where to put this little piece right here. And it looks like I'm a little crooked, goodness sakes, but that's what worked for me, so that's what I'm going with. So I'm just making sure that those are in that area right there that I drew an outline on. I'm going to put my magnet right up to the top. All right, and then this is going to go right on here. So I'm going to take my Melon Mambo ink stamp up my Happy Mother's Day. And I'm going to stamp that right in the middle there. And I am going to give it just a little more on this side. There we go. So that is perfectly in the middle of my little banner right there. All right. Let me clean this off real quick. I'm just going to get my stamping done while I have my Stamparatus out, because I'm using the Stamparatus for the other piece as well. So I'm just going to rotate this around because I have my other piece loaded over here. I'm going to put my shim back in. All right, and my white piece of my Whisper white piece just goes right down here in the corner. Put my magnet on here. I'm going to ink this up. And this sentiment says, "Time to celebrate all the lovely things in life, starting with you." So I thought that was a good Mother's Day sentiment. And this comes from the Everything is Rosy product suite. That's not out of the same Beautiful and Strong stamp set. That is out of the Everything is Rosy stamp set. Okay. Okay, so we're going to move that out of the way because I am done with my stamping. Put that over there. All right, so let's start building our focal point here. Get this in here so I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna take this and I'm going to put this right on the top of my piece of Night of Navy, and I'm turning it over so that I know right where to put my adhesive. I think I'm just going to use Fast Fuse for this one. You can use your snail, you can use your wet glue. I still have Fast Fuse left, so I am using it up. And then they just flip that over, and then you just center it. Right in the middle there. All right, there we go. And now I can take this piece right here, this is the inside, and I am going to use some white glue for this. All right. I have my windows open. I hope you can't hear the kids outside. All right, and I'm going to open this, and I'm going to put the stamping side down right on top of this image here. That way I know that you're not going to be able to see it when you close the card. And then I'm just going to close this back half right on here. Then you shouldn't be able to see the inside of the card. All right, there we go. All right, so I am using a couple of the die cuts that come with the kit. I'm using this great big one right here. Okay, and then I'm also using this little one right here for the inside. So I'm using a lot of the elements that are coming from the Everything is Rosy product Melody. And I guess they're really not called suites anymore. They're calling them product melodies. All right. So this is going to go on the inside. Right up here in this corner. There we go. That way it's not seen from the front. All right, so for this little piece here, I'm going to take some of our regular Stampin' Dimensionals. And put some of those on the back of this. Maybe I'll put one more in the middle there. right. I am going to, hold on one second. So I have these little flourishes here out of the gold foil, and I used the thinlits. I already cut them so that you didn't have to sit through the wiggling. But here are the thinlits for the Everything is Rosy thinlits. And I used this one, and I used this one. And I cut 2 out of each out of the foil that you get. So here are the little pieces of rose gold foil. So I will take off the backings to my dimensionals, and I'm going to adhere the thinlits right to Alright, so it's going to go right that. So I'm going to adhere my pieces of rose gold right to the dimensionals on the back of the image here. So I have those 2 going there, and then I have one coming out down here, and then I have the other one coming out. I think I'm going to put another dimensional right down there. I'll just use a small one. And that one's going to go right there. All right, so then I'm going to take some glue, since a lot of the adhesive area has been taken up by the foil sheets. I'm just going to add some glue to the back of the foil sheets to make sure we get it nice and adhered. Alright, so that's going to go right here, right like that. Then we're going to take our Happy Mother's Day, and I'm just going to use some regular dimensionals for that also. Put those on here, just like that. So this is a pretty easy card to recreate. And I'm just going to kind of tuck that right down in there. Just like that. All right. And then I'm going to take some of these Petal Pink Rhinestone Gems, and these are in our annual catalog right now. And I'm using these square ones right here, and I'm just putting those in the middle of our flowers. And I'm not for sure if these are carrying over or not. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I hadn't used them yet, so I thought they went perfect with this suite here. So that is it. Really very simple. Not a lot of stamping because you're using a lot of your die cuts. So there we have the inside. Okay. So the Everything is Rosy product suite is available until the end of May 2019, or until supplies last. So if you're wanting to get this, I would get it as soon as possible because you don't want to miss out on this beautiful set. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below and I'll be happy to answer them. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.